Hello and welcome to the daily RS6 news. My voice is seriously deep. Can you hear how deep it is?
Seriously deep, yeah.
Seriously deep. Deep, 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 deep,
Deep, deep, deep, deep, deep, deep.
deep, 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 deep.
So what's new in RE6?
There was E3.
Mm-hmm.
They announced 6 new RE games. I just lied. I just lied. There's no new RE games. Sorry.
Oh.
So they had all the conferences like Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. I guess we should talk about those.
I missed the entire Ubisoft one, so I'll probably not talk about that one much.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
The Nintendo one is the one we watched last, like just an hour ago or so. So any super specific stuff you wanna say about that?
Did
Like-
they say how, like, if Donkey Kong is still motion controlled?
I don't think they said anything about that. Like they showed a
Right.
new Donkey Kong Country game, which looks a lot like the previous one, just with more like a camera which moves around a lot more. Otherwise, it kind of
Like-
seemed like the same to me, to be honest.
I think if they actually support non-motion controls, then I wouldn't mind playing that.
I'd be
But-
really surprised if they don't support the Pro controller.
Well, they didn't do it for the previous game, which worries me, and that seriously ruined it for me. So
The previous one was just on
Oh.
Wii, though, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that also had controllers.
Hmm.
Like it had a lot of games. It also had like GameCube controller support and classic controller support, but this is Donkey Kong.
This is Donkey Kong. They made some changes.
Yeah,
That's a car.
that's why I'm worried that it's going to be motion controlled. I mean, you can see the car in the sky. I'm guessing that's just the cursor.
This is in fact a car.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm now
like,
surfing
all in
on
all,
the car. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
nice. Like,
Uh,
the thing is, like, out of all the games they showed, they all look like 3DS games or Wii games that already exist.
Yeah, they did kind of look like Nintendo games. They also
Yeah,
like had
and-
like Wind Waker, which looks like Wind Waker
Oh.
with at high res with Bloom.
It just looks like Wind Waker with lights. Like the game looks exactly the same, and you can use the Tingle Tuner.
The Tingle Tuner, people will be happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
And Wind Waker at least will use the Pro controller because I saw, like, it looked like it's possible to have, like, 8 items equipped, including the D-pad and
Oh,
X, Y, A, and B buttons.
I think they did that for the 3DS Zelda as well, or yeah, I think it was the 3DS Zelda where you could just have like extra stuff equipped to stuff. I guess it was either the 3DS Zelda or Skyward Sword, but I never really got into Skyward Sword, so it probably wasn't.
I haven't finished that yet.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
But yeah, I don't know.
They also showed a lot of buffering in the Nintendo show. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, after a while, it started working okay. This is also the only stream on Ustream I've ever seen without ads,
Hmm.
like at all. So that was kind of baffling to me.
Here's a screenshot of Wind Waker. They also. made
Oh
it-
my
Wow.
god, that's so realistic.
They went in a completely different direction. What happened to the color?
Yeah, they kind of
Whoops.
removed all the color.
So I guess this is Ryse.
Yeah, this
Is
is
that
Ryse
the
on Microsoft. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any screenshot of the Nintendo conference. I'm sorry. But yeah, it just to
It
keep
sort of
talking. Oh yeah, this is another
crashed
thing.
for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll try again here.
Okay. Maybe those
Yeah, like-
screenshots will make you crash. I should not show
I think-
it then.
Like personally, I wasn't really excited about the Nintendo conference, but I think if I had a Wii U, I would probably get all of those games.
Like
Even
if
though,
Adam,
like, I'm not even. If Adam.
if Adam was in this podcast, he would basically go, "Oh yes," because he was like that the entire Nintendo show. He was
But
really.
he's also the only one of us that has a Wii U, I think, except for Aquamatey.
Yeah.
And Aquamatey doesn't scream, so you know.
But yeah, they also showed off Smash Brothers, which had Mega Man as a new character, and also Villager from Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually missed that, sadly, but I don't know.
well, like if you just imagine Smash Brothers with Mega Man, there you go. Like that was it.
Yeah, I kind of figured it. Like I don't know because every Smash Brothers game, it plays kind of differently. Like the general idea is the same every time, but the way the game plays, like the speed and stuff, changes every game.
Yeah.
So it's like you have no idea if it's going to be good or not until they actually release it.
Yeah.
Which yeah, like it's kind of nice it has Mega Man at least. Like at least some games will have Mega Man.
Yeah,
now.
I'm happy for Mega Man fans because like they have been requesting Mega Man for Smash Brothers for many years now. So they'll be happy.
I hope they also announce Geno from Super Mario RPG to be in it because otherwise I'm gonna be pissed.
I want Geno too. Team Geno. Yes.
They also showed Bayonetta 2, which is like Bayonetta, but Bayonetta has shorter hair. That was basically it for Bayonetta.
It looked like Bayonetta. I like Bayonetta, so I guess Bayonetta 2 will probably be fun as well. Shut up, Sextus.
And that was
Aw.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Bayonetta, but yeah, that was basically the entire show. Like the Nintendo show was the shortest of all, basically, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
So let's. I guess we can talk a little bit about the Microsoft thing because I think I have screenshots of Microsoft thing. Like in the background right now, this is this is a Dead Rising 3 screenshot, which you can see very well because of all the characters.
So before everyone sighs incredibly deeply at the disappointment of what they're seeing on screen, I'm probably the only person that's at least somewhat interested in this.
No, too.
I'm interested in it, yeah.
Oh, take that, team bitch! But
I'm not super down on it. I'm just a little bit disappointed they just only showed super serious stuff because the stuff I like about Dead Rising is the wacky stuff. And
I do hope that they're not going to focus a lot on the Windows Glass or whatever it was called, because
I think they just showed that just because it's an optional feature.
I think that's just Microsoft forcing that to show that kind of stuff. I hope it's not required.
I'd be more interested in it if it wasn't a goddamn Xbox One exclusive, because I'll never play it if it's on the Xbox One.
Something
for me, like I just kind of get consoles after a couple of years, because it's like after a while they actually have games, and on they're not gonna have games. So I'm definitely not gonna be playing it when it's released, but I'll probably play it at some point.
Just as an attempt to like make you feel less interested in the game, I did read more features about the game. Like for instance, you can use Connect to like issue voice commands to survivors, and you can also use Connect to like use motion control to like wrestle out of like zombies.
I think as long as you state that as you can do that, then I don't mind it that much.
Well, actually, I mean, this was just like stated as like features. I have no idea if it's forced or not. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
If it is forced, that's.
If it is forced, then well, yeah, no buy for anyone in the world. But I can't even imagine how you would even play the game if it was forced.
I can't imagine that being forced because that makes you have so many limitations to when and how you can play it.
Yeah.
And also related to the smart glass thing, it was mentioned in a feature list that like that is supposed to be something like a second player does. Like you will play the game, then you have a second player like helping you out, like issuing like airstrikes or whatever via the smart glass thing.
There's not gonna be a second player for most people.
No,
I'm not letting anybody touch my iPhone.
Honestly, I think the majority of people that would play a game like this would do it single player and occasionally just grab their phone to poke at it. Like, I don't like it would just be such a stupid thing to do. Hey, I'm gonna play this game. Please look at my phone the entire time.
Yeah.
Because I need you to throw earthquakes from. Where the hell are those coming from anyway? It's a zombie apocalypse. Where do they get airstrikes from?
I don't know. And like it's also mentioned like they're trying to like streamline this game because people might remember with Dead Rising 1 that was super unfriendly with the save system, especially, and also the time limit. And in Dead Rising 2 they made the same system 1,000 times more friendly, but they kept the time limit. And in this game they're making the save system even friendlier, and they've just removed the time limit now. There is absolutely zero time limit.
That'll be nice.
Having personally never played Dead Rising 2 and only having played Dead Rising 1, I don't really mind that. But I do want to try out Dead Rising 2 at some point and see if that changes my opinion. Because
I highly recommend you play Dead Rising 2 because that's a fun game, especially in co-op.
I'll play it with you. Dead Rising 2 is the only one I've played, and the time limit aspect, while it was like less forceful as the first one, it felt like you had to do things. You couldn't just like freely explore.
Like that's kind of one thing I kind of was like, as well, because if I'm in a mall where the idea of the game is that I can just do whatever I want, then I don't really like having a constraint like that. Then again, I also didn't like that I couldn't just have like a free play mode from the get go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where just everything is open and I could just do whatever I want. Because I think I probably would have played it more if that was the case.
I agree with that because I feel like that kind of contradicted itself. Like they had so many fun things for you to explore and discover, but then you were constrained with a time limit.
You were still forced to essentially follow the main quest the entire time as well.
Yeah.
I think the
Until
time I think the time limit was way too strict in the first game, but I think the time limit in 2 was okay enough. Like you still had enough time to explore, but you still had the tension of like trying to decide, should I do this or do this? And I thought that was a really interesting element because no other game really has that.
Mm.
But yeah,
that's the thing. Like I can't really say if I agree with that because I never tried it.
Yeah.
So I guess when I try, I'll give you more information about that.
I should still mention Dead Rising 3 will have a mode called Nightmare Mode, which does impose some kind of time limit, but they haven't properly explained how that'll work.
Well, that's good that it'll be an optional.
Yeah.
This is Dead Rising as well. You can see a guy here.
I also like the idea of a hammer with the bow, so I'm not gonna lie.
You really should play Dead Rising 2 because that's a huge element in Dead Rising 2, like combining crazy things to create weapons.
Yeah.
I guess like that was one of the features that looked the most interesting to me as well, because in Dead Rising 1 you do have a lot of stuff. 80% of it is useless. It's like you have CDs and just crap that you can throw at people, and it's hilarious, but like after a while you're kind of done with the novelty of throwing CDs at zombies, and then you just kind of want to have strong weapons. And I felt Dead Rising 1 was kind of limited in terms of how many good weapons there were. And Dead Rising 2 apparently had a lot more, and it had flaming boxing gloves, and that seemed cool. So, yeah.
I think it should have Lady Hunk stabbing everybody like this.
I agree.
Okay, next game. Oh yeah, this will be exciting to talk about. Battlefield 4.
Oh.
I like them breaking the building.
Yeah,
I really like that personally. I think if they can properly introduce that to multiplayer, then I would actually be interested in this.
They do have a little bit of that in Battlefield 3, but it's like only very specific things which can be...
Yeah, like I remember seeing in Battlefield 3 that they did manage to knock over some pretty massive buildings, but not like most of the really massive things were just like towers.
I think it might be in this building actually, which you could like collapse.
Yeah.
Which was a pretty big building, but I got a feeling like it'll only be possible with very specific buildings, really.
Yeah, that's like I'm worried about several things. One is that building is basically just the bottom floor, an elevator, and the top floor. Like there's nothing in between.
Yeah.
That's number one, because otherwise, like in a multiplayer perspective, having to look at every single window in a building would be horrible.
Yeah.
Then the second thing is that it's very specific buildings. And then the third thing is that Origin's just going to screw up everything.
I will mention one thing I really enjoyed about the Battlefield 4 reveal is the really awkward no sound thing during the trailer. That was amazing.
They had a couple of those during the Microsoft presentation. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Because the audio comes through the same sound source every single time. How do you manage to screw up this? Like if you have a mixer, you press a button to turn the sound back on. I imagine they used one of those, and that's not that tricky.
The Battlefield 4 thing was especially silly because that guy was just standing there going, and then he just left, and then he came back again. He just stood there for a long time and just left.
Yeah, he looked behind the curtain for a while. I was like, "Hey guys, sad."
Yeah. Okay.
The most memorable part of the Battlefield
was not in Skip. Sorry, continue, Aquamatey.
Oh, it was the water. I like the water textures. That was the only thing I liked about the Battlefield.
Okay.
This entire thing.
Why is he wearing rags?
Oh God.
Why is this? Why? Why is he wearing a cloak? Why is it like, oh my God?
I guess some silly person thought it looks cool.
I like the texture on his cloak, I'm not gonna lie. It looks quite nice.
I was excited for it until I saw it was Master Chief.
Yeah, same. Like, it looked really interesting, and then, Halo.
It's just another Halo game.
I kind of get the impression like this was CG anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, and they also showed that Ryse game.
Apparently, what you saw in the video was also the demo they had available there, and apparently it wasn't very exciting to anyone who played it.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense
Like-
because it looked very exciting.
It
It's
very
really-
graphically, to be honest.
It looked really interesting graphically, but I think like from an actual gameplay perspective, it looked incredibly dull.
Yeah,
It just looked like RE4 with like without guns, but with swords instead. Because it looked
Well-
like the controls were very similar to RE4.
I didn't.
Well, I have to say-
I did not get the impression that this was tank controls at all.
It looked very tanked when he like jumped over this ledge.
But-
Basically, like the camera was behind him the
But
entire
that's
time.
the
They jumped
impression
over the
that the combat was very, 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 very QTE based,
Yeah.
which made me blah.
yeah.
And also,
And then there was this felt really scripted as well. Like the part where he walks forward with the shields and he gets shot every now and then.
that looked
Like,
kind of.
shield.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's the thing. It looks really neat, but it doesn't look like fun.
yeah, it did. It did look like you only had two options. It was super obvious what we do, and that would be it. Like it did look like a very like minimal gameplay sequence, just looks neat graphically, basically.
Yeah.
And I am really surprised. Like this is like Rome, and they did a very good job making it look like Call of Duty. There were explosions everywhere. Holy shit!
They made it look like Sparta more than anything. Like I think a lot of people were yelling, "This is Sparta," while they were looking at this as well, because it just had like the similar feel, especially with that part with the shields. But there you go.
Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Don't poke me
So,
with
did
your
you
knife.
guys remember this exciting game from the
I don't even know what this is.
Microsoft reveal?
Was this the game where all the characters were really small?
No, like they literally spent 50 minutes showing off this game. It was pretty exciting. I just added the screenshot for the sake of it. It wasn't in any conference. This is Ultima Online. I don't know why I added this. I'm sorry.
What?
I had difficulty finding
dear.
interesting screenshots. I've actually gone
Sorry.
through all of the screenshots there, except for a few others which made SkyZelda crash. So I probably won't look at those.
Don't worry, that's why I'm here.
But yeah, I'll just go through things I've written down here. So they also showed off Metal Gear Solid 5 with Prince Rurik from Guild Wars, which I found really weird. And like
What?
Snake, not sounding like Snake, was also really weird.
It's really weird to me to hear that voice come out of that man. It just seems really unnecessary as well.
Are you at all
Cons-
interested in the game, Gar? I think you
No.
were one of the few who've played Metal Gear games at all.
I'm not really that interested, to be perfectly honest. It just looks like Assassin's Creed. Like, I don't know. It had a really weird feeling, especially the part where he rode the horse and he was being stealthy by hanging on the horse.
Yeah, that looked.
Because it looked retarded.
Yeah,
But-
that looked stupid.
It looked really stupid. I don't know. Like, it doesn't. It did not appeal to me.
Okay, and
Maybe people who like Red Dead Redemption will like that game.
yeah.
Oh dear.
To be
You
honest,
can write it.
yeah.
Can you
that's fine.
zoom in really close on those water textures back there, really quick?
Okay.
In the Battlefield.
Like over on this side.
Okay. Barry might be in the way.
Ooh,
Ooh, pixels, big
It's
pixels,
you can see the sparkly
sparklies.
textures and shaders and stuff.
yeah. I don't think any of us in this call really are like super huge fan of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, like I basically said all I can say. Like I thought the open world thing seems weird because like it didn't seem like it was really fun to like navigate. Like it seems like
It
that's
just
something
seemed like
that's
large
more-
open areas.
Yeah,
It seemed like open areas without really anything.
like the very first
Yeah.
sequence with the horse reminded me a lot of the horse riding in Assassin's Creed 1 between cities, and that became kind of
Yeah.
dull very quickly.
That's what I was thinking about Assassin's Creed as well. Especially since even in the trailer they fast forwarded it.
Yeah.
Like there was just large gaps that they fast forwarded through. Like maybe that's the gameplay mechanic. Fast
Oh.
travel.
That was the one with the really fast horse. Okay.
Yeah.
that's one of the-
Okay, so they also revealed that they're gonna add 2 games each month to Xbox Live members for free. That's kind of nice, at least. Although,
It's
like,
kind of indifferent if it's all going to be games like 10-year-old games like Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, that's the game for this month, and that wasn't super exciting.
Because like at least like I don't personally have PlayStation Plus, but they seem to at least give out newer games. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of
yeah.
hoping that's delayed. But I will say that it is kind of nice that if you get rid of your gold subscription, that you keep the games.
Oh, you
Because
do?
that's kind of yeah. Like
Okay,
you,
that's
you
very good.
still
That's
keep-
very good.
Yeah. So like that's at least kind of nice because that is not a thing in PlayStation Plus. So I'm kind of okay with that. But it really depends on what games that like if it's just gonna be like yeah FIFA 08, like then it's like why why bother?
Yeah. They also showed Titanfall, that new game by Respawn, the ex Call of Duty guys, and I am amazed. I am amazed. They actually managed to go back to making a first-person shooter with dull gray colors again. Like I thought they finally managed to get past that, but no, they went back to making one.
It looked like a first-person shooter.
I kind of wish I
Like
had a
Call of
screenshot
Duty
of
with
it.
giant robots.
Yeah, it has mechs as well or something. It to be honest, I thought it looked really dull, and I'm surprised they
Yeah.
forgot how colors work.
Every time.
And they showed Project Spark, which was like a little big plant.
I liked Project Spark.
That was kind of neat.
Yeah. I'll not get that for Xbox One. I'd rather get it just for PC.
Oh yeah,
since
yeah. They
apparently-
announced it for PC as well, which is surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it is for Windows 8 specifically.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah.
Oh, it is Microsoft, so they can do what they want. I guess. I
And
guess if I like, it looks interesting to me, but I wouldn't get an Xbox for it.
yeah, yeah. And also, like, I mean, it looks like something. I don't think I would like make something myself, but maybe I would like download and play stuff other people made.
I would make stuff for you.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Maybe I would
Yeah.
make something if you started making something. That'd be tempting.
Yeah.
I
Like
could,
I think just to play around with it for a bit, it would be interesting.
I could make a sequel to my cable tossing simulator from Trials Evolution.
I can just make like holes everywhere. I can make a lot of cubes.
And I have to say, I am baffled that I think it's called Swery65 or something. The guy who made Deadly Premonition. I'm absolutely baffled. He managed to get a game on the E3 press conference because Deadly
I don't
Premonition is crap.
Was
it's
that the
garbage.
game where no one really understood what the hell was going on, and then suddenly the trailer ended?
Yeah, and it was.
Was that the one with the explosion with the time freezing and the
No,
stuff?
no,
and
that was
film
Quantum Break.
No,
That was-
no. That's
Break.
yeah, that was Quantum
That's-
Break.
That's a Max
Oh.
Payne, guys.
Oh right, okay.
Should we say anything about Quantum Break?
I thought it looked interesting.
It looked
What
weird.
can we say with no idea what it's about?
It's going to be
I
a
don't-
third-person shooter.
Yeah. I don't think that those time-stopping mechanics are very realistic.
I'll bet they have a really minor gameplay effect in actual gameplay. It's probably just a cutscene thing.
Well, it's the Max Payne guy, so it's probably going to be slow motion. A lot.
Oh yeah, there will be slow motion, definitely.
Mm.
And they announced a redesign for the Xbox 360. This is the second or third one, I think. I don't know.
I don't remember that
Third.
did they actually say if it actually has any different aside from the design?
I don't think it's
It's like
no. I don't think it is different besides the design.
I think they're using the same exact reasoning as they did with the last one, like quieter and smoother than ever, or something like that.
I still have like my 2008 Xbox. I don't care about redesigns.
Yeah, mine one is pretty old as
Yeah.
well. And they announced a price which is $500, which is higher than
Of the new 360?
no of
No.
of the Xbox One of the
The
Xbox One.
Xbox One. It's a really expensive redesign. It's really quiet.
I guess we can talk more about the price when we get to Sony.
Yeah.
Because then it'll more
Yeah.
make more sense. So the EA thing, they showed Plant vs Zombie, a third-person shooter.
I'm getting that.
that game.
That was so out of the blue. Holy shit!
It's so silly that I just kind of want to try it, and I might like see if I can get a hold of the mobile game as well, like Plants vs Zombies 2, because that looked kind of neat. But the third-person shooter looks hilarious to me.
Which
I
game?
really want.
Oh yeah,
Uh, Plant
yeah, oh,
Zombies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any
I'm
mobile device?
I have an Android emulator that can run it.
Is it out for Android?
Probably. I think they said like mobile devices, like
Okay,
iOS. and
I'll have to look into this because I really want to play that.
Yeah, I want to try that too. So,
But yeah,
but yeah, like
the third person
everything.
thing is interesting. It looks I don't-
Graphically, it looks absolutely horrible, but it just
no, no,
looks hilarious.
I kind of like the graphical style actually, and the funny thing is it's actually running on the Frostbite 3 engine, like the same engine as Battlefield 4.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah,
Is it really?
Yeah,
That it didn't look like it was, but I don't know. Like I'm excited. That was probably like one of the games I'm probably the most excited about during all of E3.
and just after showing that, they briefly mentioned that Peggle 2 is coming, but they didn't show it. So
And then there was a rainbow on the screen behind.
oh yeah, and
And
that
epic
music.
music.
Yeah,
The music.
Yeah.
that was interesting.
And
And
then
Well-
they did sports for 5 years.
yeah, they had a really long segment about sport, which was really boring. I went to get food, I think.
Like- Back to PopCap, like there's very rarely that PopCap releases a game that I don't enjoy for at least 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
That's true.
all their games are just fun to just get back to every now and then and just play it for like 10 minutes and then
Yeah, I mean, I still play Peggle
Life.
1. I still think that's a very fun game to play.
yeah, like Peggle is really fun, and Peggle 2 is probably mostly gonna be the same, but I'll probably play it anyway.
Yeah. And Bejeweled 3, I have played that
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
bunch.
Yeah, Bejeweled 3 was like I played it so much more than Bejeweled 2, and I don't know why.
I know why. I know
Like-
why, because the modes are much more fun than 2.
I guess it also helps that in Bejeweled 3 the modes are more accessible, like the ones you can actually unlock.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not
yeah.
like
Yeah.
level 5,000 in endless mode.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed playing through quest mode, even though that was kind of easy-ish. But that was a fun mode to go through in Visual 3, I think. But yeah, they also briefly showed like Need for Speed Rivals, which kind of looks just like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit from 2010.
Yeah.
And
I
they
think I think we got to the conclusion that we're just kind of burning out on racing games, probably, or at least racing games that are so similar as other racing games.
like if they actually made another Need for Speed which had cop chases as fun as in Most Wanted, I would be all over that. But at this
Yeah.
at this rate, they're just not doing it, so I'm losing interest.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
And they briefly revealed them making Star Wars Battlefront,
Mhm.
Yeah,
which
that did.
I'll stay away from this conversation.
Followed by silence.
yeah, Gar and Aquamatey are infidels. They don't like the classic Star Wars movies. They're infidels. So
Never even watched it.
Shame.
I still to this day like Episode 1 more than any of the other Star Wars films.
okay, let's not talk about this because we're going to finish each other. But they also briefly showed Mirror's Edge 2. I actually have screenshots of it here, but it crashed SkyZelda's computer, so I guess I shouldn't.
Oh,
So what did they show?
try again. Try again.
Oh.
For me.
Okay, I'll try again.
Oh,
This is not it. This is it. Did it crash again?
I think it did. Yep. Damn it. Oh.
Well, this is the dude's getting punched, and he looks pretty happy about it.
And there's
Oh,
also
man.
this picture.
Oh, it looks so nice.
I
Give me now.
I don't know if
It
this
looks
CG
so
or like
pretty.
in game though. I think this could
Yeah.
easily be CG.
Oh,
I like-
I think that's in game. It's Frostbite 3. Come on.
I like the rap sign in the background personally, like behind her face,
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
promoting rap music.
I like the blue. Right there.
Like one thing I'll say about Mirror's Edge 1 is that I really enjoyed the colors, and
Yeah.
the trailer looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I'll also say that one thing I didn't really like about Mirror's Edge 1 was playing it for long periods of time,
Oh,
because
um,
it felt really similar to me a lot of the time.
I I enjoyed parts of Mirror's Edge 1. Like if they had removed or changed the combat, I would have enjoyed it a lot more because I did not enjoy the combat in that.
Yeah, it like the combat to me felt like you were just kind of trying to find a way to kill everyone in the room. And most of it, like for a large period of time for me, that consisted of dying over and over to things where I just didn't really know how to handle it until I found the perfect route to get through the room. And this looks pretty. What is this?
This is Ryse.
Uh,
I'll go back to the non-crashy screenshot so SkyZilla can join again if she wants to join again.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I want to join again.
Okay, so I think that's it for EA. I guess SkyZilla didn't get the chance to say that. I think she's really excited about Mirror's Edge 2.
Yes, I'm very excited about Mirror's Edge
Mirror's
2.
Edge 2.
And
Mirror's Edge 2.
like I'll be curious what they'll do with that. Like if they really do really improve on Mirror's Edge 1, I think that would be really, really exciting.
Based on the trailer, it almost looks like an Origins game.
I did actually
Because
read.
you see her getting the tattoo.
Yeah. I did actually read something briefly about it either being a reboot or something like telling of her origins. Yeah. Although, well, reboot would be really weird when think about it.
I
Yeah,
did
I
actually
was
read someone use the word reboot, and I was like, it's the second game. How are you gonna? No.
yeah, reboot would make sense. Like an origin story
Yeah.
is probably what it is. Okay, so on to Ubisoft, I guess. They announced Rabbids TV show.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am excited.
To be fair, it is new. It's kind of cool. It's just not something I'm interested in.
It's not the sort of thing they should be showing at a video game press conference.
I'm
Well,
okay
it's
with the show.
interactive,
It's
technically.
based on a video.
Oh yeah, that interactivity. I was really digging that.
Okay, Ryman, shut up, you negative Nazi!
No, I won't.
It's the Electronic Expo of Entertainment, and I'm entertained by these electronically made people called rabbits.
Oh God.
Thumbs up from Josh, apparently.
I didn't know that's what E3 stood for.
Yeah, Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Ho ho ho.
They also showed like a trailer for a game called Quest for Epic Loot, which had a really funny trailer, but I can't even remember what the game is about anymore. But the trailer was funny.
I lost interest in that after a few seconds.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
I like the cutscene. Thing.
yeah, I thought the trailer was funny to watch at the very least. Trials Fusion and Trials something for mobile.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw a screenshot of that. It looked like Trials.
Oh,
with wings.
Trials Frontier.
Yeah,
For
that's the
mobile.
other one. Trials Frontier for iPhone.
I think I saw someone do like a trick on his bike
Yeah,
and getting.
yeah, that's Trials Fusion. It looks like they're gonna focus on tricks this time. I guess I don't know. Like they
guess-
basically showed nothing, so it's interesting, but like we don't really know anything. But they did announce it for PC as well, which is nice. Like it's for all basically all platforms
I
and PC.
kind of hope that it's gonna be a better port than the Trials Gold.
Eh.
Like I hope it has performance.
That would be good. Like I guess.
Okay.
And
But I guess like, now that they're actually developing it for all consoles and PC at once, that I guess there's like a larger chance that that'll actually happen because they're already making it, and it's not just a port that they just randomly decided to make.
Oh my God.
but they also showed a CG trailer of Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for that game. Oh.
And then they showed a gameplay demo, which made it look even better.
I'm excited about Watch Dogs, but I'm kind of done looking at it. Like I kind of just want to play it at this point
Yeah.
because they have been showing that game off for like a year now. Like in every possible Ubisoft presentation available, they've shown off that
I
game.
think Watch Dogs was actually shown in 3 different conferences this year, which was kind of
Yeah.
baffling. And they also at the very end revealed a new game, which was surprising because the reveal was so similar to the Watch Dogs reveals from last year. They revealed like a game called The Division, which is some kind of MMO RPG shooter thing, which looked kind of interesting.
It looked very cool. The open
Yeah,
world part of it.
Very
like it.
pretty, yes.
I think that game looks kind of interesting, but I would like to know more about how it actually plays.
And I
Yeah.
think their simulated scripted player dialogue was the most realistic out of all the others we heard.
Yeah.
This is how people actually talk almost in real life.
Yeah, that's one of the things in those presentations. Like I was doing Battlefield 4 as well. Please capture point B. And it's like
Yeah.
they're not. It's gonna be like, you bitch. fucking get B, you useless bastard. Like, that's basically not even close to the horribleness that is the internet.
I think the demo for was it Killer Instinct?
Oh.
That was the most scripted.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention Kill Instinct from the Microsoft conference.
That's fine. Continue.
Yeah.
Gar, didn't you say that you learned more news
Okay.
about...
Do you want me to rant about this, or do you want to go to the next topic?
No, rant,
No.
go ahead.
No.
Oh no.
Oh my god! Like, everything about that presentation was wrong. Like, from the moment it started, where they had like one person who apparently created the game and one random girl who was like, I've actually never played this game. Oh, I'm getting beat up. And the guy going like, oh, don't worry, it'll all be over soon. I was like, you don't say that! This is your presentation. You're not going to make an awful joke like that. You're not going to show off a game by having someone who can't play the game show it, especially a fucking fighting game. And then later also say that it's fucking free to play and that every character except for Jago. Why Jago? Like, Jago is not an interesting character out of their entire lineup. And it's like, no, Jago is the one you get. Every other character you have to buy. And and it's exclusive to Xbox, and it's not even made by Rare. Like, what? What is this? That's my
That also reminds me, like, there was another free-to-play game announced. There was that World of Tanks for Xbox 360 for...
It just looks like the PC version.
Yeah. And that also reminds me, like, they had Phil Harrison go on the stage, and he was talking about, we've been handpicking indie developers, looking for the best one. Here's Minecraft! Oh my god, that was stupid. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
The world has seen enough Minecraft.
I'm gonna say Sony did a better job on, well, every front, but also definitely showing off the indie front as well, because it actually showed off various games rather than just Minecraft.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And sports.
And sports.
I
Yeah.
want to briefly go back to
yeah.
the fighting game thing, because I just remembered, like, it is kind of interesting, like, all of a sudden there's now 3 announced free-to-play fighting games for consoles. There is Killer Instinct, Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, and Tekken Revolution or something, which is out in actually like tomorrow. It's out tomorrow, which is really surprising.
Wow.
Which is, I think they all have the same system where you get the game free to play and you get access to like 4 characters or something, and then you have to pay for all the other characters.
Or just Jago.
I'm also a little bit surprised that Xbox, like the Microsoft thing, they showed a lot of free-to-play games for Xbox One and Xbox 360, but apparently they declined Tekken free-to-play for Xbox for whatever reason, which is really weird. Like, that one is only for PS3, which is weird.
They declined it? Like, they didn't... Like, it wasn't just not developed for it?
No, they said no. Like Harada tweeted about it, like saying, Microsoft said no to having that on the console, which is really weird.
Why?
I don't know.
That is baffling.
That is
doesn't
baffling.
really-
That's stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we just got done with the Ubisoft conference. Like, the Division was the final thing shown there, which... Did they mention platforms? I guess they mentioned PS4?
I'm pretty sure I saw PS4 and Xbox One logos at
Okay.
the end of that demo.
I hope that's for PC as well.
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Yeah.
PC, please.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft is the only one I haven't seen at all. Like, I've seen some screenshots, but that's it.
They had some accents, and they had that woman who was tall
Yeah.
talk. She was just tall.
Like, at work today, I watched the Sony one because I was kind of interested. Because pretty much all I read online was about how much better the Sony conference was, so I figured I should probably check.
Okay, so I guess we can start talking about the Sony one now then, because
Yeah.
I think like tech demo wise, that was definitely the most impressive. Like a lot of the graphics they showed up with games, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
And they showed that new game by the Heavy Rain developer, which looks like Pew Pew. I don't know. I was confused by that. I was very confused by
Which
that.
game was
With
that?
Ellen Page
Beyond
in
Two
it.
Souls.
Oh, with Willem Dafoe. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tempted to play that because it has Willem Dafoe in it. But aside from that, I really don't. Yeah, it just looks like a game. I don't know.
And
That's the thing. It looks like a game rather than
Yeah.
some weird movie thing.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that is true. And like, was it 2006? Was it 2006 where they very where they announced for the first time Final Fantasy 13 Versus for the PS3,
That you might be correct in that statement.
and
Really?
now they showed it again, renamed it to Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I find that kind of funny.
Was it 2006?
I think so. I think that's the year where they announced 13 and
Wow.
13 Versus. I think so.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even remember when 13 came out, which I guess.
I think it was out 2008, 2008. I think that might be it.
Hmm.
And they also showed a new Kingdom Hearts game.
Kingdom Hearts 3, it's happening! At last!
I
God
hope
damn
it's
it.
going to be better than every single spin-off they've made after Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes, me too.
Because they're all horrible. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are really good, and then every spin-off after that just basically ended up in you doing the same single attack over and over against every single enemy in the game. And it was like PSP games I cannot play on a PSP without hurting my hands and my entire body. So like I honestly don't understand how someone can play on a PSP for a long period of time without just being in pain.
Do you feel the same about the DS? Because I actually
No.
think that PSP is better to hold than a DS personally.
I think it's like the holding isn't even the problem. It's like the analog stick on it. Like it's really bad.
Have you played on a Vita?
No.
I don't know how different it is from the
don't-
PSP.
I don't know. If like the analog stick is a bit bigger, I think that would make it like a huge difference. Because the PSP one is fiddly and tiny. And
Yeah,
horrible.
I kind of agree with the PSP. Like weird analog disc thing is just weird and bad.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I could probably play it on that for like 30 minutes, and then I just had to take a break because it just hurts too much.
Yeah.
So, like that I guess that kind of ruined the game for me as well. And I haven't actually played the 3DS one, but honestly, I wouldn't mind just playing Kingdom Hearts on a console again because they look nice and they're fun.
I guess if Adam was there, he would go bananas right now about FF15 and Kingdom Hearts because he completely lost it during the conference.
I think FF15's trailer looked really interesting, but the gameplay looked weird. I can't tell what the gameplay is.
Yeah, same here. But I really like the art style. I think that's a really interesting mix of like fantasy mixed with like a modern setting. I think that was really interesting.
Yeah, finally they're taking the right decision and going to Sonic 06.
I just wanna mention we have a comment because we're also streaming this, and there's a comment from the stream. Lollipop Killer says the PSP is stupid. That's a
good.
I agree.
Yeah, supposedly the Vita is actually really good for indie stuff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's really easy to develop for that and really accessible as well. But I don't have one. So yeah.
Someone gave me a PSP for free once. I played it for 5 minutes and then threw it against a wall.
Oh my god!
I got a PSP for Christmas once, and I played Kingdom Hearts on it for a while, and then I just kind of stopped after about probably a max of 2 hours of gameplay, because after a while I realized that there's a spell called Fire, and Fire is really good. And Fire is used. You could probably use Fire the entire game.
and
yeah.
According to one statement, it does seem to be implied that FF15 and Kingdom Hearts are actually multi-platform games. They won't be exclusive to the PS4. I think.
Oh, they actually said that?
I think yes. Square Enix issued a statement regarding that, where they said specifically FF14 is completely exclusive to PS3 and PS4, but they didn't say that about FF15 and Kingdom Hearts in the same sentence, which makes me believe those are multi-platform.
I wouldn't mind that personally. But then again, it kind of also depends on what platforms are coming out on, because I don't know, it's not going to come out for PC.
Oh yeah. I think I might be hearing weird sounds in Skype.
Sorry.
Oh. I think that's a big difference between the Microsoft and the Sony thing, is that Microsoft showed a ton of exclusive stuff, while Sony showed a lot of multi-platform stuff.
Yeah.
So even though people are just generally more happy about the Sony, which I agree with, I think Microsoft will still have a small advantage with just having a bunch of exclusive stuff like Titanfall and other games.
But to be honest, one of the main things where it's going to boil down on in the end, like what exclusive games are going to be available on what.
Yeah.
But then I also think that Microsoft will probably have to rethink some of their business decisions.
I hope
Because
so.
the massive applause that happened when Sony announced that you can play used games.
That
Was
entire
great.
thing was so hilarious because Sony
Yeah.
just went all the way with
Yeah.
doing that.
Thank
Like-
Yeah.
God they needed
And you
to.
don't need to be signed in every 24 hours.
Yeah,
Nudge, nudge.
that comment, oh my god.
Microsoft deserves that.
And they also released that video on YouTube where they showed how you used game, like
That
how
got-
you like.
That
Then
already has
game.
like that already has like 2 million views on the same day it just uploaded. Like everyone shared that with everyone, and it was amazing.
Microsoft.
Well, Microsoft had it coming.
Yeah, like that's the
too.
thing though. Like I think it would be really bad for them to actually continue doing what they're doing, because if like look at this. So yeah, like I don't know. It would be really silly if they just continued going along the path they've chosen now.
Yeah, I think Microsoft will be forced to change their policies because if PS4 is just like they allow used games freely and there's no force online, like that has to impact
They-
Microsoft.
They would need some pretty ridiculous exclusives to get away with that. Like they are still Microsoft, and they have the money for it.
Yeah.
But I feel that they would lose more money than they would if they would just don't suck as much.
Also, before I forget about it, I have to mention the amazing demo they had with Assassin's Creed 4 where the game froze entirely. That was entertaining. I found that entertaining.
I had it on in the background, and I was like, did my video stop buffering?
Also, I
The
think
guy barely.
I think this was during the Ubisoft thing. They also showed Assassin's Creed 4 there, and they had a guy talking with an accent, and every time he said pirate, it sounded like he said parrot, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yes.
you can feel how it is to be a parrot. That was amazing.
I think also one thing that helped for the Sony conference is that the people who were there seemed more happy to be there.
Oh yeah,
Whereas Microsoft conference, everyone was like, I wish I wasn't here right now.
and I'm also pretty sure the audience clapping during Microsoft, that was just Microsoft employees, just like the Xbox One reveal event. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
Because they did clap for really weird stuff now and then.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whereas like with Sony thing, like the entire audience.
Oh yeah, they just exploded with the used game thing.
Yeah.
And they revealed the price with the PS4, which is $399, which is $100 less than Xbox One.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be pretty major.
It's
Yeah.
major for me. I wouldn't buy either one on launch anyway, but
Yeah.
Like the thing is for me, like it's gonna be too expensive anyway for what it offers. Because there's like a new console will never have enough games for it to really be worthwhile compared to like an older console. So, and considering like I already have a new PC anyway, so for the graphics it wouldn't make sense for me to get it either. So I'll just wait until it becomes cheaper and then see what's actually available on the consoles before I get it. And I feel kind of the same way with the Wii U as well. Like they announced a lot of games, but I have no idea when anything is coming out.
seems
And
like mainly it was 2014. Everything they announced today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just wait until then because the consoles are going to be a lot cheaper next year, most likely.
Yeah.
Like I have the same approach I've had with like every console. I'll just wait until there's games I really, really want, and then I'll try to buy the console cheap, and that's just how it's gonna work for me.
I bought a PlayStation 3 this year off of eBay. Like,
I'll be very happy if a lot of these games are announced for the PC because like I kind of would prefer PC as my primary gaming platform, to be honest.
I find the PC just a lot more convenient, especially since it like the new consoles won't have backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So like I have a lot of Xbox games, and it would be kind of a shame if I could just never play those anymore because there's not an Xbox available to play it on.
There's one big thing we haven't mentioned about the Sony thing yet, which was kind of like basically really snuck in there. You have to like look out for it to be aware of it. But like with the PS4, online will now be something you have to pay for. Yeah, like you have to pay to play online now with the PS4,
Yeah, that's true.
a bummer.
and I think that's bad. But
If Adam was here right now, he'd tell us about the wonders of PlayStation Plus.
Yes,
Uh,
he would.
we actually had this talk with Adam earlier, and he did defend it, saying that PS Plus is like
That's-
worth it anyway.
That's because he does it every time anyone mentions PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I don't know. I personally am indifferent to it because I will also pay for gold. So if that was the case, like whatever. But I don't know. It is a bit silly that they snuck it in there.
yeah,
Like,
Also, The Witcher.
yeah. It looks like Witcher
Okay.
2.
Yeah, that was the end of my statement. I forgot we didn't mention it. It was
Yeah.
in the
Okay,
mic-
thank you. Yes. Now
So, Witcher. Yeah. Poland. Woo.
Ramen.
I think, look,
Witcher.
If-
Woo. Ramen.
I think I might be okay with the PlayStation Plus thing if they offer me stuff that I'm actually interested in paying for. Because the whole reason I stopped paying for gold is because it felt like they were adding on all this fluff that I didn't want. And
That's that's one of the main reasons why I don't have PlayStation Plus, because like the games they give you, I probably would have just gotten those games if I really, really wanted them. And the
Yeah.
fact
Yeah.
that you don't keep them once you get rid of your PlayStation Plus subscription is like a really big thing to me, because I like having games to like have to play at some point.
Yeah, and like I think one scenario where the system is really bad is like you like say my case with the Xbox 360 and PS3 right now. Like I use my Xbox as the main console, and I use the PS3
Yeah.
now and then, and I use my PS3 so rarely that I would not want to pay to play online. So that means I
Yeah,
would not
same.
play online on that, and that would be annoying.
Mm.
So I think that's one scenario where this is just stupid that they're gonna like charge for online.
It's honestly not super surprising, considering that, like, I guess with PlayStation Plus and stuff, it does just tempt more people to get it, and maybe this way PlayStation Network might become a bit less bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like there are certain things like I just assume they will improve on it with the PS4, like the really slow trophy syncing whenever you want to look at your trophy, the horrible
God,
PSN
yeah.
store interface, how slow it is.
yeah. I honestly wouldn't mind if there was a way to just attach your PSN or Xbox Live account to your PC and just use the marketplace like that. Just have a mouse
I
and
think
just have like a
I
list.
think you can actually do
Actually-
that when you say that. I think that's actually possible.
Yeah,
Really?
there is a website for the Sony Marketplace. I'm sure there is.
Why don't we use that then?
That's a good point. I've just completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, because that seems like far more convenient than using the fiddly thing, because you can just like type and search,
Yeah.
click on things.
Yeah.
So, like I would probably be more like, if that's available for like PS4 and Xbox One, I would be more tempted to use that than what they have now, because I'm not a huge fan of the one on Xbox 360 as well, like the shop thing, because everything's everywhere. So I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything else to talk about.
There was that one game where the characters were really small and you saw them run around for a bit, and then the trailer ended.
Oh yeah, I also thought it was pretty special to hear the term roguelike in an E3 press conference. That I didn't expect
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
It was also nice to hear like a couple of like mainstream developers were targeting 60 FPS. Like, I
Yeah,
think they
that
said
was good. Like,
Battlefield 4 will be 60 FPS on Xbox One.
and apparently Halo 4 will also be Halo 5 or whatever
yeah.
will be 60 FPS as well. Like, is anyone here honestly gonna get a PS4 or Xbox One at launch?
Nope.
No.
No.
It's
Nope.
no.
And me neither. Although if Adam was here, he would say, "Yes, I will get the PS4 right away."
And I will never get an Xbox One until next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam is the only one I can possibly imagine getting it at launch, but I honestly don't see the value of it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know too much about the launch lineups of each system, do we? This still
Not
seems kind of
really.
vague to me. Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna say that they'll have more games in a year from now than they will have at launch.
Well-
Yeah. Well, I think like I'm gonna bet like when it comes to launch games, we've already seen like 90% of them. We just don't know which one of these are launch titles. I really don't expect like big surprises when it comes to the launch lineup.
Yeah.
And I don't think any launch titles would change my opinion anyway.
Yeah. Same.
And I'm pretty sure Watch Dogs is coming out on PC.
Oh,
That'd be fantastic.
yeah. Like, I think for me, the console's just too expensive to get, regardless of launch titles.
I'll
Yeah.
stick with my PC.
I'll stick with my everything else. Like, I still have a bunch of PlayStation 3 games and Xbox games that I just never played, so I wouldn't mind actually playing those before spending $500 on a new thing.
I am very excited to finally add games to my Wii U library, which consists
Yeah.
of one game right now.
That's also why I didn't get a Wii U at launch, because I know I would get Mario, and I would probably get Nintendo Land or something like that, but then I would not play it again for years, just like my Wii.
Yeah. At least the
I
Wii
guess
U.
I'll probably just do like.
I was gonna say at least the Wii U supports Wii titles, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Like, at
can
least-
transfer all your virtual console from your Wii to your Wii U.
Yeah. I think like when I'll just do the same as with my Wii, and when Smash Brothers comes out, I'll just get it. But
The only thing so far I'm disappointed with in Wii U is the fact that they don't support GameCube controllers, because that's the way I played all my
Just-
virtual console games.
yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for me as well. But like right now, you basically use my Wii as a GameCube, so I'll just use my Wii U as a Wii.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
I don't have anything else to add.
Did we already talk about Nintendo?
Oh yeah, that was the first thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, the stuff I missed because you started without me.
What?
Did?
We did? No.
Yes, I said I would BRB you, and then when I came back, you were already in the middle of the bloody podcast.
Oh,
Thanks,
I missed that.
guys.
I'm sorry. Well, so you didn't talk about Nintendo?
No.
Okay, talk about
Like-
Nintendo.
Donkey
Mario
Kong,
Kart 8,
Mario,
Wind Waker,
Pokemon.
Buffering,
Wind
Smash
Waker.
Brothers, Mega Man, Short Show, Bayonetta 2.
Oh,
that
yeah.
weird party game with like 1,000,000 dice.
Miiverse Drawing.
Oh yeah.
That was
They-
very cool, actually.
yeah, that's actually of all the things they showed, that was probably the most interesting to me, because I'm interested to see what kind of crazy things people can draw with proper drawing tools.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it was nice of
Yeah.
Nintendo to acknowledge that like their fans have drawn some
Yeah.
cool things.
Yeah,
But
that
there's
is
like
pretty
so many crazy things already with like the crap they have. And if they actually have like proper tools, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's your comment on Nintendo, Ryman?
I just wish Retro was working on something actually new instead of another Donkey Kong Country game. As good as it looked, I just find it hard to be very excited for the stuff Nintendo announced.
Yeah.
I really hope they manage to like kidnap David Wise for that project.
Yes. Nintendo needs David Wise back.
Because
David Wise needs to pop up again and just make stuff. Like
Yeah,
he
like-
makes really good stuff.
he should make music for all games. There we go. Done.
Yeah. All games ever.
Yep, there we go. Finished. Yep.
Done. Solved all issues in the world.
Any other comments, Ryman?
Not really, no.
Bayonetta!
Bayonetta, Smash Brothers, Wind Waker, Mario Kart 8. What did you think
Yeah,
of
like-
buffering, Ryman?
Buffering!
That was bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my comment. Like all Nintendo games just look like more Nintendo games. And I would play them if I had them. But
I
it's hard to get excited about seeing the same thing over and over.
To be honest, I am very indifferent because like I haven't played any Nintendo game in so long. Like the last Mario Kart game was like Mario Kart on the DS and didn't even play that much. Last Mario game I played was also one on the DS and I didn't even play that much.
I played Mario 3DS, like 3D Land, and the entire time I was like, this would be fun on a console.
But
Well, I
I guess.
guess they did also announce that new Mario 3D thing for Wii U at least. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing. Like I remember hearing before the conference, oh, we're gonna hear about the new game from the Mario Galaxy team, and I was like, holy shit, the Mario Galaxy team, really? Show me, show me. And then it's Super Mario 3D Land's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
that's
that
it.
game again. At least you can play as 4 characters now, and 2 of them don't have to be Toad.
Woo!
Only one of them.
Woo!
Wait,
Wait.
you could play. Oh my God, Peach doesn't get kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
What is the story of that game?
Holy shit! They're just going off the Bowser for the heck of it.
You've kidnapped me so many goddamn times now.
And then there's the cat power. That was kind of weird.
The cat power looked cute.
Cute.
It seemed
But
a bit
weird.
silly, but you know, it's Mario. I don't play Mario for its realistic power-ups.
But-
And it's a bell.
Yeah. I want to point out to people watching this video. I would be curious what other people's opinions are about all of this. They can comment, maybe point out things that we don't know about. Because I haven't really looked up much news besides looking at the conferences, so there might be a bunch of other stuff as well.
Probably.
Can I tell you one more thing that
Oh.
I think?
There's a new Zoo Tycoon coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm the only person, like, one of the few who's actually going to be interested in that. But I don't know, Zoo Tycoon. It has elephants in the trailer. I like elephants.
Is that for Xbox One or PS4?
It's for Xbox 360 and Xbox One, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was for anything else. But I remember it being available on a console that I owned. So, yeah.
Nice.
Dance party!
Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay, I guess this is a sign I should stop the podcast before I get a copyright claim on that music used in the video.
What
Yeah,
music?
those-
What?
Those 3 seconds of music from a video game. You'll probably get banned.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh well. But yeah,
Oh well.
I'll just stop it here. So E3, you guys. Woo! Bye.
E3.
Bye.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.